Yeah.
It's 15 degrees. We
Slide
back.
it over.
Got some
baby.
Bills
We
fans.
back.
Got some Bills fans in here.
Bills Mafia in his
That
mind?
time of the
Bills
week.
Mafia.
They're jumping on tables. They're jumping on tables.
Diva!
Got the Bengals bums.
Hit them tables! Yeah!
Let's
All right,
go.
coming to you live from the Sit Your Ass Down studios. It's the Me and D Monday Night NFL Wrap-Up Show. I'm your host, David Johnson, along with
Dave Jr.
Dre in the house, AM and a PM.
slight delay, along with
Gray in the house.
Let's go, Corey Carr. The kid. He's back.
The
That
kid.
time of
It's-
the week.
it's that time of the week. The kid is back Monday night. Got a few rest in pieces, RIPs. This is one I forgot last week, and I apologize for that to the Detroit Lions fan. I don't know if you all saw that, fatally shot outside the stadium last week. They
What?
had a little after a tailgate. Yeah, it was after a tailgate, and emotions start running high, and folks got shot and killed. So
At the
and then,
tailgate.
yeah. And the Dolphins legend Mercury Morris, part of the perfect season when Miami went 17-0. In 1972, he passed away at the age of 77.
Oh, man.
Born Eugene Edward Morris, he played for the Dolphins and LA Chargers, winning 2 Super Bowls with Miami. And to attorney Dick Moss, who won an arbitration case that created free agency for baseball players and revolutionized pay for professional athletes. He passed away at the age of 93. So rest in peace to those
Rest in
folks.
peace, Dick.
Dick Moss.
Dick Moss.
Dick Mouse.
One of it.
I'm the big boss. Dick Moss.
One of his enemies is like, "Yep, rest in peace, Dick."
Dick Moss. That sounds like
Moss.
something you definitely don't want to go and get. You might go down to Miami and catch some of that.
Oh damn, you got some of that Dick Moss.
For real.
I told you to stay away from that.
I told you to start waiting for
That
that.
had to be a T-shirt. Big Boss Dick Moss.
Wow.
The big boss,
Dick Moss.
That's funny.
Rest in peace.
Rest
Dick.
in peace. Who?
All right, fellas.
Dick
Moving on.
Moss.
The top headline for me this week is the Vikings are 3-0. Sam
Damn.
Darnold is leading the league in passing. Do you believe it, or do you think he'll return to his former self? D, I'll let you start off.
I'm gonna say I think they're gonna do well this year, but I think you're gonna start seeing some cracks in the armor. I think when it really is gonna show towards the end of the season when the games actually really matter. So I don't know. You can all be for a regular season, but when it comes down to that clutchiness towards the end of the season and then going into them playoffs, we'll really see if the Vikings are for real. But
And not
Hey, I
so
ain't
much
gonna
the
hate.
Vikings. I'm talking
about him,
because he's
I mean, he's
struggled
playing-
everywhere he's been. Now, this
I mean,
is
but
go ahead.
no, I was just saying that just gaining that confidence as a quarterback. He could pop a blue chew before every game, and he's feeling like the man.
He's on fire.
He on fire. He got some blood flowing, but dude, I ain't gonna hate on it.
I'm not hating on it.
I'm not
It's
saying
just-
I'm believing it right now, but I'm sure not gonna, because it really is your confidence for real,
We can most certainly
And I
say
think
they're
it's
gonna
about the
take
system,
NFC
too.
North, though.
right?
Like,
In the system. What you saying, Dre?
Say that again, Dre.
I'll say they look pretty strong as far as like being in the NFC North. I think they could potentially be a divisional leader there, but as far as the NFC, I don't know how strong they're going to be as going to the conference championship. But
Now, again, the question's not them, it's him.
oh yeah,
Because I believe in the Vikings. That defense,
well,
Yeah.
we
that
were just
front
talking about
seven of that
defense.
defense is strong.
Yeah, we
But
were just talking
Sam
about
That's not the
Darnold.
question.
But just
Sam
Sam
Darnold.
Just because he's just gotten off to such a hot start, can he keep it up?
Sam Darnold look like Marshall.
I mean, he was on the Panthers though. Like, I mean, you just like you've seen how many Andy
He's with the
Dalton
Jet. I think he was drafted by the Jets. I
Drafted
know
by
he
the
went
Jets.
to went to the Panthers.
Panthers. Yeah,
Then the 49ers kind of
49ers, yeah.
he didn't look good, but I think he gained a lot of confidence in terms of
experience.
learning the game, X's and O's, because it's showing. Because
Yep.
Kevin O'Connell, or is it McConnell?
I think
The
so.
coach.
O'Connell.
Yeah, O'Connell.
It's
Yes,
O'Connell.
Yeah.
Kevin O'Connell.
He runs a similar offense, a
KOC.
hybrid of the West Coast offense, and
Mm-hmm.
he seems comfortable in it. And the main thing, as long as you find that main target, Justin Jefferson, you're gonna be all right.
Yeah. What you
Corey,
think?
what do
Steve?
you think? What are your thoughts?
Sam Darnold.
Sam
got the-
Darnold.
So we're saying he's got the most passing yards at any quarterback. That's what we're saying.
I just know through the first few games he's leading the league.
Yeah, I don't see that. I don't see that continuing. There's no way. When
He's
you
just
look at
been-
this
he's
week, he
been
really didn't even
efficient.
do great this week. 17 for
Right.
28, 181 yards.
17 for
I mean, racked up
28.
in the touchdowns, but
And
that
that's
many yards.
more what I'm talking about. That's where he's leading the league. He's killing.
Yeah.
I want to say he had
Well,
8
touchdowns is a
touchdowns
good
coming
amount.
into the game. Yeah, he's
Well, let's see.
definitely dominating.
He's
It's good to
doing
see.
Four, and then he had 2, and then week 1 he had, I think he had 2. So
Damn.
2, 2, 4. That's what he's sitting
That's
at. So
8.
8 overall right now. Passing.
Yeah, I think that's.
For first-
I think
for
that might
first
be
weeks.
first 3 weeks. That's pretty
Yeah.
damn good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't see that being sustainable. I think people in that situation where you don't know what to expect from him, so then that quarterback obviously does good. But backup always comes in and kills it for a couple games because nobody has tape on him. Nobody knows what he likes to do. Nobody
I
knows
mean,
his
they played
tendencies.
some strong defenses already, though. That's why everybody was shocked, up until
Exactly.
this point.
Right, the Niners.
It's not
Mhm.
like they're just
Faced the
fly
first
by,
week.
Well-
night teams and stuff. Then some pretty,
Who was week 1? Was it the Giants? I
We
want to say it
think
was the
they're
Giants.
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
it?
they blew out the Giants.
So
Yeah,
he
yeah.
blew them out, but
And then
he's off to a good start, and we'll see how he continues. My next question is: did you know that teams are only allowed, and it's according to the CBA, the collective bargaining agreement, that teams are only allowed 14 practices and full pads per season, and 11 of them have to take place in the first 11 weeks, and you can only have one per week. So you're not going to really get into a good groove because you're not hitting, you're not taking any hits,
no full contact.
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
full contact. And I think that's why you see the style of play that we've seen. So the teams are so even for one,
Mhm.
and then the play is just so to me it's lackluster. Everything is 24-13, 21-17. There's nobody's really dominating. Is
Honestly,
what
I
I'm
think
trying to
that's why,
say.
I think that's why
Yeah.
we've probably seen an increase of injuries too, because your body's not
Exactly.
taking no hits like it's supposed to.
Mhm.
You know how you build that callus around
Yeah.
something? It's if your body's not used to taking hits, when the Saints come out there and they're flying crazy and they crack you.
And they knocked Devontae
Boom.
Smith out.
I'm about to say
Mhm.
Devontae Smith, he
Right.
go.
Hey,
You
It's
got
like,
That was a big
jacked
boy,
up.
too.
yeah, bro. It was.
He
I
got
mean,
jacked
two
up.
people hit him though. That was the thing. One guy was going for just the tackle, and the other guy, the D
Mm.
lineman, came in,
Smacked him.
They took him
smacked
out the
him.
game.
Yeah, they
I
did.
mean,
But yeah, I did not know that was a thing. I knew that. I
Yeah,
thought it
me
was like
neither.
depending on the locker room or the coaching or the team to decide whether if they wanted to do pads or not. I knew that they didn't do full contact that often, but I didn't
Right.
know there was like an actual. This is when you need to do it.
It's
This
actually
is the,
mandated.
it's-
I
it's
didn't know that
mandated,
either. I
yeah.
heard that
I-
today,
yeah.
and I
Same
had
thing
to
in
actually
college.
look it up.
We were only full practice or full pads one day a week in college.
Mm.
Even at
But
SEMO.
how many times could they do it? You're doing it 14 weeks, but you got a 18-week season, and then if you get into the playoffs, you can't even go into full pads anymore.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
not really. Again, like Dre was saying, you develop that callus, that toughness, and your body's used to taking certain hits. And I mean, the injuries, I think, at an all-time high. Well, you'll do the injury list in just a little bit, but I know about 2-3 more Niners knocked out, one for the season.
yeah,
It's just like, damn, like
that's
how
every
can
year.
you sustain a team? You look at the Rams; they up and down their lineup yesterday, and they still were able to come up with a victory. But I know on offense and defense, they got a lot of players. There's Jaden Daniels taking off.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just
Yeah.
thought that was
You-
surprising that you are limited to the number of full pad practices, because back in the day, Jimmy Johnson used to do every Wednesday and Thursday full pads for the Cowboys.
Yeah, you
That's
do
what
have
Worth
to
more
have.
money
win.
now, though. The players
No.
are.
You do got to. Dang, you do got to find a balance.
but they're out more often too. I'm paying you big money, but you're on the bench.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Pay
the
More
big
thing.
games.
money.
Big money.
I saw something where I think Brock Purdy had to get an MRI, something with his back.
He did.
I
Get a
just seen that.
backiotomy.
He's
like,
day to day.
Damn,
Oh
man.
man,
But
did
I
you see
think
that
they're out more
pass?
often because
Yeah,
they're
Jaden
worth
Jaden
more.
Daniels.
Whereas before they would have just played through
Get a
injuries
snip.
like that, or maybe not told anyone. Now they
Okay.
nip this kind of things in the butt because they don't want a small thing on a
Hey, that's
$500,000
what's up.
quarterback,
Pops.
a big thing. So yeah, we'd rather
He
sit him
finna be
for a
rookie
week
of
or
the year,
two.
man. Dude balling.
That's crazy though. I get it. Yeah, there's more money invested.
You got to be
I like
more
Jaden
more
Daniels.
cautious.
Yeah, but damn,
Who
seem
that?
like they just like my boy.
I agree,
man, I
though.
got shot.
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Yeah, I was. Yep.
I got shot. I took a bullet.
Yeah.
And you just bruised you got a pulled hamstring.
And he playing over me,
I got a Charlie horse.
coach. I got shot.
I got shot.
And I'm still
and
at
came
practice.
back. I'm on the field. Look at
Holy
Jaden Daniels'
shit,
dad.
bro.
I know he's so he's
Yeah, he
turned.
said,
He's like a
"That's
rushing
my son."
touchdown.
That's
That's
my
my
son.
dog.
Man. And they're
They
running
balling.
away with it.
Dog.
They balling.
They're balling. Pause.
Nah. Honestly, I had a
Oh.
feeling that they were going to come out here just because just the momentum, like you said, as far as Jamar Chase missing practice or not being able to practice as much as full contact. That's probably why their chemistry was off as far as like the start of the season, and just you can't be having those locker room issues and stuff as far as getting ready, getting into the swing of things as far as that goes. But
No, I agree. Go ahead, D. You're about to say something.
All I was saying for Jaden Daniels just know you ain't got to run as much and slide and get out of
Yeah.
bounds.
yeah,
You
Don't
can't
be
be
don't
taking-
be RG3
You-
Junior.
You can't. I don't even want to speak into existence because right now where he's balling right now. Like,
Right.
he's there, and they
I'm
got a
liking
nice
it.
little young squad too.
Yeah,
I
they
love how
do.
he's playing.
I almost
say
took
start
them
him next
too
week.
this week, and I for some reason I changed over because it was in
Yeah, I was
Cincinnati.
Well,
I
I
know.
thought the
took
Bengals was
Cincinnati.
gonna. I thought Bengals was gonna bounce. Well, yeah, we'll talk about it. I thought they were gonna bounce back after the loss against KC.
You would have thought so.
You would have thought so. Joe Burrow got that somebody haircut.
And Terry McLaurin.
he got that early 2000s highlight
you go.
haircut.
Damn. Of
American
the
Pie
recently
looking at
paid players who is not earning his cheese,
Trevor
for
Lawrence.
me, it's Brandon Ayuk.
Oh,
Who'd you
you
say,
talking about
D?
receiver? You talking about receiver or just
No,
anybody?
ain't just anybody in general. It's for me, it's Ayuk.
Ayuk. Oh yeah, you ain't seen Ayuk at all.
D, it was certain times in the
all.
game yesterday. I'm looking for him. I'm like, where's
Yo,
number 11?
dude.
I know.
And
I
I'm like,
was
he's not
too.
even. Is he on the field? And he was on there, but they weren't
Was he
even
not getting
targeting him
open?
that
Yeah,
much.
was he
I'm
not
like,
getting
yeah.
open?
is he
Was
in the doghouse with Shanahan? Is
He must
something
be.
going on? Because
Must be the doghouse.
man, they weren't targeting. And when he was getting targeted, he couldn't catch the damn ball.
Oh yeah,
all.
yeah. It's not looking good. It's the curse of that money.
Doing all that crying and stuff. It's like, man, we
Man,
gotta
You
see some
can't hold
production.
out. I don't care if you're under contract. That's something they need to put in the CBA. If you're under contract, you cannot hold out. You have a deal. This is the deal that you signed. You can try to renegotiate it, but you got to come to practice. You
Yeah.
got to participate. There should be no excuses. There should be no wiggle room for that. What's the use of having a contract then?
right.
If I'm able to just sit out because I want more money, when you got the deal, you were happy with it. Now
Yeah.
that somebody's outperformed you and they got more money, or they did about the same as you, and you think, okay, I'm worth it. But D, who'd you say? You said Trevor Lawrence. I think that's a good one because they didn't need to extend his deal.
No.
Dre, you got one in mind?
The one that sticks out the most right now would probably be Tua. It's like you saw
I assume
Braxton
he has to play
Berrios.
so many games though. For that
Braxton Berrios had his ass out on the field last
Mm-mm.
night.
Because remember, he got 93 million guaranteed.
guaranteed. But there's
Yeah,
still no other
he-
stipulations. It's guaranteed as long as you play
It's
X
guaranteed.
amount of
The
games.
fact
Like,
that
you
he
can't get
went
hurt
out on the
next
field
game.
and he tried to play, yeah, that's guaranteed money.
Mm.
There's no clauses or anything like that. When they say it's guaranteed, that's what for so long that football players fought for. Other sports, whether you got injured or not, your money was coming to you.
Or that's
But
what
football
trades,
wasn't
you can
like
do
that.
with a trade.
Hmm?
And if you trade a player to another team and that player gets hurt, then the team gets their
I
money
mean,
back.
I feel like
was
most of
getting
the
that
time
confused.
most of the time these teams are losing out on these contracts though. I feel like they got something to where they can recoup their money as far as they know, okay, he's already injury
got
prone
insurance.
or something, yeah. It's like
American family.
My thing is,
Take
how did
insurance out on
you
these guys.
how did you not know he was going to get hurt?
Took
He's
life
always
insurance.
been injured.
Policy.
That's what
Who?
killed me about Tua.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, he played clean last year, but
Who?
it wasn't going to last.
got
That's what
comfortable.
blows me away.
That's what they said. He got his confidence, and then he got too much confidence because, like you said, he was playing so well, and he hadn't got cracked. And
But
he's like, I don't need to slide. I don't need to slide. I could do
He
this.
said,
and
I'm
then-
going here first.
okay, shit. You let DeMar Hamlin crack you? Damn.
Man,
He said,
the
"I'm gonna take him
alien
over my
cracked
head." Bruh, the alien.
He
that
said,
man died on the field and hit you.
I go here
Took you out.
first. Man, he was tripping.
Anybody got a you got torched? We got a torch now.
You got torch.
Juwan Jennings had a
I got
couple. I just
one.
can't tell you. Hold on,
Uh,
hold on. Let's get your torch out. Hold on. Oh yeah, light them up.
That boy Weldon.
Man,
Weldon Hall.
I hate to do
Weldon
it.
and Sheldon.
I hate to do it, and we're going to talk about it, but the whole Saints defense got torched on that Dallas Goddard. Oh, my gosh, man. He came right across the middle. Wasn't nobody on him. He took it for 70
Man.
yards or something like that,
Damn.
60, 70 yards.
Dallas
Dallas
Goedert.
Goddard, their tight end.
Oh, he did.
Bro,
Yep.
Yeah,
oh,
that
my
one- that's what
God.
kinda
You guys fumbled the bag
got a
on that
momentum
one.
back.
We had it.
Mm.
Got torched.
So, Saints defense, you got torched.
Hey,
After a
I'll say
great
our
night,
defense
too.
did too, man. Bucks, man, with they had Bo Nix looking like a prime fucking
Man.
man
Oh,
out
my
there. I was so frustrated. I could cuss out a nun, but man,
She goes, oh dear.
Sprinkle some holy water on those. All
My
right,
chi-
Corey,
my child.
let's do those week 3 top 5 fantasy leaders. Who you got, sir?
All right, you guys know how we're doing it. We're doing it by position. We got tight ends. Dallas Goddard, like I was saying, this dude went 10 for 11, 170 yards. Didn't have any touchdowns, but that earned him 27 points on the week. So he was the top earning
Man,
tight
imagine
end.
if he did
Nice.
have a touchdown.
Yeah,
Nice.
good win against the Saints. We got wide receivers. Rasheed Rice, he went 12 for 14, 110 yards. He
He
had
was
one
balling.
touchdown, and that got him 29.1 points.
Damn.
Yeah, he was
Kansas City's making me mad, man. I'm sure we'll talk about
Man, I
that
can't
too.
stand 'em.
but It's getting crazy.
They're too good.
Running backs, Saquon Barkley, again with the Eagles, 17 carries, 147 yards, 2 touchdowns, but he also did in the air. He was 4 for 4, 9 yards, and I think he had a touchdown. Yep, and a touchdown in the air, so 33.6 points. Quarterbacks, we got Dak Prescott. People are
Diggity
talking
Dak.
stuff on him. This just shows how different fantasy
No, he
is
just had 2
from
rushing.
actually watching the game. Because if you watched it, you'd say Dak was terrible, but actually he was a top earning fantasy quarterback.
I mean,
with,
you say the Cowboys D was terrible. I mean, Dak honestly.
I mean,
was-
yeah,
Dak got them back in the
actually-
ball
Dak
game.
actually
Yeah.
had a good game. Yeah.
Yeah.
28 for
Dak actually
51,
had a real good game.
379 yards, 2 touchdowns. 2 carries, 7 yards for a touchdown as well. That's 30 points, 29.86.
Now that's worth $60 million.
Yeah, I mean,
That,
yeah,
that kind of
Honestly,
performance.
yeah.
You
but
just got to
yeah,
be
I mean,
consistent with it.
I feel like they're padded. They're fake stats because obviously the Ravens are just they're playing from behind. So of course you're just
Exactly.
gonna be throwing it
You
the
had
whole
to throw
time.
the
You're
ball.
going big.
Yeah,
It's not.
yeah, it's not-
It wasn't
yeah.
a competitive game until the very end, and it really wasn't
The
competitive
very
at the end.
end.
So
Right.
it was okay, but he did good for fantasy. And then we got the overall. Juwan Jennings, he went off 11 for 12,
Went
175 yards, 3 touchdowns, 46.5 points. So he
And it
won.
should have been
Juwan?
more. They called one play back.
Yep,
Juwan?
yep. So
Why?
he's on your team. You probably won this week. Congratulations.
Single-handedly, he probably
Yeah.
took you over the
Yeah.
top.
Man,
Yeah, I saw
Pause.
he's had 40 points. I'm like, good lord,
He had
as
a
a
Camaro
wide
week.
receiver.
man.
But we
Yeah,
also
he-
got
he
honorable
get-
mentions: Lamar, Brock, Malik Willis, all great quarterbacks, and Malik Neighbors, pretty
Neighbor?
good too. So I mean,
Malik Neighbors did a hell of a job.
that's what I'm
That's
saying
my
for that
neighbor.
Giants win.
That's
So
what
we got
Daniel
some
Jones
honorable
was saying.
mentions there. They were all in the tops.
Yeah. I
Nice.
saw Neighbors was definitely talking that talk. I'm like, okay, maybe Daniel Jones probably got a little bit of swagger back, a little bit of confidence as far as securing that win under that
Yep.
belt. But
Because what
Could-
Rasheed
could all
Rice
be-
had 29.
could all
and
be shattered with the next pick 6 that he throws. You never know.
every what, dude? My freaking heart drops because I got Malik Neighbors on my team.
Like
Hey.
pick 6, boom.
All right, Dre, moving on into those key injuries.
Key
Yep,
injuries.
just some quick key injuries. I'll go through it real quick. We said Carolina Panthers, Adam Thielen, he had a hamstring, was ruled out against the Raiders. I do believe that Andy Dalton was like hooking up with them, but couldn't come back into the game there. Detroit Lions, tight end Sam Laporta, his ankle, and defensive back Brian Branch, they were ruled out, did not return to the game against the Cardinals. The defensive lineman, they had a defensive lineman and their linebacker was ruled out, didn't play. Houston Texans Tank Dell, he was evaluated for a hand injury after the game. Don't think it's going to be too severe, so should be able to go during the next week's game. Max Crosby said after the loss, he was dealing with some ankle issues, and that is hopefully not too severe, should be able to return. Maybe his pride was hurt more than anything after losing to the Panthers, but the Chargers, Joey Bosa, he did not play against the Steelers.
He's always injured.
Yeah, I'm sure they needed him
His
because
whole career.
Justin Fields was going crazy on him. I'm starting to think the Steelers might got a little squad. How about y'all, man?
I agree.
They
I mean,
might.
they've
We'll
always
talk
gonna
about it when we, excuse me, when we get to their game. But I agree with you.
I mean, I would have never
Same
said they would have
Steelers.
been this successful.
3-0.
The defense has always been good, but it's
That's
just
what
the
I'm saying.
offense that we had some speculations about.
They
Miami
always pull it out.
Dolphins, man, gotta
As
get
well
to
as
the
you
Dolphins.
should.
Gotta get to the Dolphins.
Pull
As
out.
we know,
Dre
Tua's out.
Drake got
That
three
pull
kids.
that game weak.
Pull out of the parking garage. But,
He said that's
In the
about it if I
minivan.
pull around this house.
All right, Drew, keep going.
oh man, Miami Dolphins. We know Tua's out with the concussion. They threw him on IR. Probably gonna be out with for the next 4 weeks or so. Skylar Thompson. They said he had a pretty painful rib injury
Dang.
during that game. They wound up throwing their Tim Boyle in, I believe, because Thompson was out. So. Miami Dolphins is just going through it right now. Man,
Man.
pray for them. Tyreek Hill, he had like
Should
three,
have kept Straveller,
three
the traveler,
receptions for
Traveler the Traveler.
and White Mike
Yeah.
White.
White
They
Mike.
said Mike is on the Bills practice squad right now. I
I
think,
think
I
I,
heard.
I saw
White.
that too.
It's
White
like, man,
Mike.
this is,
Mike
but
White.
honestly, I think Mike McDaniel, he might not have no hair by the end of the season. He gonna be stressed out, man.
Ooh.
He let it grow out and curl up.
Right, he had the little Jerry curl.
Little
He look-
Curl,
junior.
little mullet.
What's the rapper name? Logic. The boy look like
Oh,
Logic.
That's too funny. But yeah, finishing this up, Minnesota Vikings, Sam Darnold, he had a little knee injury. He told him that he should be good. He won't be out for an extended period of time or whatever. New York Giants, Darius
Delayed
Slade.
reaction.
What are you laughing at, Corey? That's funny.
That's funny. Keep going, Dre.
Go
Don't
ahead,
mind
Dre.
us.
Yeah, go ahead. Do your thing.
Giants, Darius Slade, his thumb was messed up. And then, like you said, for the 49ers, you guys had your defensive tackle, Hargrave, looking to
Out
be
for the season.
out for
Damn.
the season. So that's definitely a substantial hit to the squad. But those are pretty much the notable ones as far as that. There's a couple Philadelphia Eagles, like we said earlier, Devontae Smith out with a concussion.
Woo.
That hit was crazy. They're already
Dang.
battling enough injuries at the wide receiver spots. They definitely need him to come back because he is the wide receiver one on that squad. But those are the notable ones.
All right, we'll move on to the week 3 results. We'll breeze through those.
Breeze.
Caleb Williams started to make plays late, but still looks lost, and Anthony Richardson doesn't, as the Colts held serve at home, winning 21-16. I mean,
does.
he looked very confused.
He does.
Early in
He's
that
not really
game.
He's not really
Yeah.
feeling it. And then, shoot.
How did he throw for 363? Well, I guess because they were behind for
Yeah.
so long. And
As far as him getting the ball to the receivers, I think he's still, it's not clicking for him. And I don't know if it's really, it could be the Chicago offense and the plays that they're calling. You see how,
Oh, Dunze finally he warmed up a little bit.
yeah,
so
he
that
warmed
was,
up a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Come
waiting
out,
for
yeah.
the kind of just,
six receptions, 112 yards, 1 TD.
I don't know if there's their schemes or because they're not really getting a lot of the, because they got Cole Kemet, DJ
Bigger
Moore.
DJ Moore,
Moore.
Dunze.
Dunze.
Allen.
I mean,
Hurt.
Keenan Allen, I thought
He's
his heel was hurt,
But
but
Yeah,
he
the
was out.
offense
Yeah, yeah.
doesn't really
I'm
explore.
gonna
It's not
say,
very
yeah,
explosive. It's not an explosive offense, and I don't know if that's just the play calling or the coaching. But you see how Fields, how he's doing in a different offense. Like
It's a lame
Did you
duck coach that
hear
doesn't want to make mistakes.
prior to the game that they had him wear the wristband with the plays so that he can keep the offense moving a little faster and a little, make it
that's
more
what
crisp.
they need some. That's what it is.
They need to pick up the pace.
Yeah, it's too.
And the fact that he has to go back to the offense with the wristband, it's like college for him. That means he's not catching on to something because most NFL quarterbacks can just go through the headset, boom. They're under more
still
understanding
early, though.
about.
Yeah, it's still
We're
early.
putting a
He's
lot on
3
him.
games in.
Yeah, they is, and we really do put a lot on these. And he's a rookie. We can't
Man,
expect
I
him.
think we need to go
No,
back
the
to the
hype-
days
If we
where
put-
the
I'm about to
rookie
say, if they
sits
gonna
for a
put the
year.
hype on him, they can put everything else on him because the hype, they said he's ready to go.
No,
So
they
if you
said
ready-
he was a generational type
That's
player.
what I'm saying.
He
That's
did.
not what
And I
he
was
is,
drinking the
though.
Kool-Aid too.
We
He
say
really
that
not.
every year.
Who
About
do?
it's going to be the same
Yeah,
thing
they
with
do.
Shador next year.
They do. I don't think Shador is. I think he's gonna be a good
No.
I
quarterback.
think he'll be a
I don't
good
think we
quarterback.
ever thought
I
Caleb
see a
was
lot of
either, though,
flaws.
did we?
But if he gets in a good system, though, I think it's all
And
about the system.
it's
though.
about the
It's all
system.
about the system.
You're right
because
about
you,
that, Dave.
You got to be in a good system. 'Cause
Mhm.
There's a lot of good. Look at Baker. You got to get in the right system. You know what I'm saying? Geno
You done
Smith,
failed so many other places. but
Sam
you find that-
Darnold.
You find that right spot and it
But it
starts.
also
Geno's
took
a
him
great
maturing
example
as
because
You know,
he
yeah.
was floundering
Yeah,
for
it's also,
years.
and that's a great point. It's also maturity too.
Sometimes
And it goes
just
back to what
takes
you,
time.
Pops, you
Right.
might be right.
But
You
that's
might
why
need to
I say
sit
they
him.
need to sit
Mhm.
at least a year. Look at Patrick
learn.
Mahomes. He
Mhm.
sat a year.
Look at
Fine.
Was
Jordan
in the
Love.
playbook. Was in the room, the quarterback room.
Jordan Love. Yep.
That's a
Yep.
great situation, and he sat. But
Exactly.
nothing
Yep.
saying nothing on him. It's just what he needed.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
Mhm.
what,
So think
some
about that.
quarterbacks need.
If you're
That's
in a
the
great
thing, though.
situation and you sit, if you go to a team that's doomed, you definitely should sit. If
Mhm.
that means
Exactly.
you're just throwing me out to the wolves.
Oh yeah, you're just getting cracked for no reason
Spencer
at that
Rattler.
point. It don't,
Yeah.
with the
nothing's
Saints.
making sense.
Yep. Yep.
That's why
Totally
you sit
agree.
him.
But I
Yep.
think sometimes you can sit behind the wrong quarterback too. What's the point of sitting behind Jimmy Garoppolo? You tell me.
Well, you still have the
Yeah, but
mannerisms.
he still
Garoppolo
can
was still
teach you some
professional.
things. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
gonna say he still can teach you how to carry yourself, how to
That's
study,
Mm.
how to
Yeah, yeah.
stay in that playbook.
The
The
flow
off
of
the
the
field
week.
stuff too. I'm about to say
Mhm.
because that if you're thinking like on the field stuff, okay, maybe not so much, but off the field, he definitely can show you what it takes to make it in the NFL and how to be
That's half of it.
successful.
What different defenses look like, and we'll talk about this later on. But
That cover two.
Matthew Stafford, the way he was calling his checking down to his second play, but the defense wasn't changing to what he was
Right.
adjusting
He
to.
was, yeah. He
and
was.
that's what was pissing me off. But we'll talk
Mhm.
about that
Yep.
later.
Let's move. Yeah. let's
I
keep
had
rolling.
Indy in that ball game. Anybody remember who they had?
Yep. I had Indy.
I had Indy.
I had the Colts.
All
Yeah, I
right.
had coach too. Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Moving on to Tampa Bay and Denver. I had Tampa in that one.
I had Tampa in that one too.
Tampa, man, had like
Bo
I said,
Nix and the Broncos left the Rocky Mountains and went to hot, humid Tampa and dismantled the Buccaneers, 26-7. I was shocked by this one. I really
Me
didn't
too.
see
Bo Nix was
them,
looking
them
like the
dominating
truth.
that game the way they did.
Our
Back and
defense
forth.
is messed up right now. Second, we got Whitfield Jr. out. We got Hall out on his cornerback. So everybody's beat up right now, but that's still no excuse. We got to still get things going on the offensive side of things. But
It just goes back to what we're saying though. These players are not practicing enough in pads, getting hit, and getting ready for the season. I know it's a long season, but man, I just say eliminate that. Man, eventually they're gonna expand it to 18 games, and it's gonna be 2 preseason is what they're shooting for.
Mhm.
So the product on the field is really gonna be shitty. No two ways about it.
because
You know,
everybody gonna be
soon it'll
beat
be
up.
20.
I'm like, man, I can't.
And a
even-
rhythm.
I
And the
can't
rhythm,
even
rhythm,
you
you
make
get
it
no
to the
timing.
season.
And then if you hold out and you don't come to practice, it just messes everything up.
Ain't gonna be no point of playing fantasy at that point because everybody gonna be beat up. You're gonna be playing like third strings with starters and stuff. You're like,
Seriously, you're going to have to start doing your homework on who's on the bench, who,
that's the
Right.
problem. I hate
The third stringers.
Yeah.
mhm,
who you can
who's
get
going
off
to be
free
decent.
agency waivers.
All right, moving to the Green Bay Tennessee game. I took Green Bay in that one. Who'd you all have?
I had Green Bay.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Anybody?
sure.
I think
Corey,
I
did
took
you
Tennessee.
take Tennessee? I
might have
thought
taken
so.
Tennessee.
No Jordan Love, no problem, says Malik Willis, as he led the Green Bay Packers to a 30-14 win over the hapless Titans. He
Yep.
looks good. and it's all about getting into a system
Yep.
where they're working with you.
Yep. And they support you. Shoot.
They support
and
you.
they believe you.
Man, he was doing it on the ground, in the air, and on the
He
ground.
had a good game.
running.
202 yards passing, 73 yards rushing.
Mhm.
It was a good game starting
Yeah,
to
it
go
was
back
on
to
it.
that, and then Will Levis started making some mistakes. Green Bay's
didn't
defense
miss
started
a
stepping
beat,
up.
man.
Yeah, he looked good. So
I think
Yeah.
he's top 5 fantasy.
yeah, he
Quarterbacks.
was. He did. Yeah,
Nice. Vikings and Texans. I
brothers.
took the Texans in that one.
yeah. I took the Texans in that one
Took
because I thought.
Texans, too.
Yeah.
I thought the
Do
Texans.
it.
Vikings are looking good.
Hey,
Do it.
oh, CJ Stroud, some about him look like a little girl sometimes.
Okay, it's the. It's
I don't
the
know what
thick,
it is.
It's the
Look
thick
like a little
hair.
dog.
Maybe
It's
that's
the
what it
braids.
is.
If he did it, if it was just more like braids and not
Yeah.
like
like yarn.
not
He
like
need a
matted
little.
up.
He need a little 5 o'clock shadow or something too. That,
Oh, yeah, also too.
and
Also
you look
too.
like you need to put some little barrettes on the end of them.
Right.
But
Don't be a
Red.
menace, Marlon
Red
Wayans.
bows.
Yeah, like you said.
what you
know
say
what I'm
about my mama? Didn't he have some? What do you have?
A condom wrapper.
That's what I thought it was.
saying? Yeah, he had a binky, a condom wrapper. What else? He had a bunch of little stuff.
That's a
Black
stupid
and
movie,
mild.
but it's still
Say
funny
mama.
though. If you sit down and
Yeah.
watch it.
That
Man,
is funny.
Sam Darnold continued to find his playmaker,
Marshall.
Justin Jefferson, and Aaron Jones and his sombrero
Mhm.
rushed for 102 yards in the 30-14 win over the C.J. Stroud-led Texans. Did you
It was
see the
just on him.
sombrero that he wore into the game?
Yep.
The Joker was huge.
Yep.
Pause.
sombrero.
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 Who we have? I took Chargers and the Steelers in the Chargers game.
I
So
took
that
the
was- that was a-
Steelers.
Yeah,
I
took
took the
the
Steelers.
on that because
Yeah.
off defense.
Justin Fields is starting to make it harder and harder, pause, for Russell Wilson to ever get his starting job back,
For
leading the
sure.
Steel Curtain to a 2010 victory over injured QB Justin Herbert and the Chargers. Man, Giants, Browns. I took the Browns.
I took the Browns.
Yeah. We took
And the
Browns.
I
Giants
think I
won,
got
didn't
Browns too.
Mhm.
Yeah, I got Browns too.
Another
Yep.
upset.
Damn.
Another
At
upset.
home. What's up with it, Deshaun Watson? It's all that freaky dicky.
Like D said, he's worried about that massage chair trying to sue
The
him.
lounge chair trying to sue him.
I think
Man.
it says
Danny
more
Jones might be
to New
trading his
York.
nickels for dimes now that he has a
That's
capable
my nickel.
receiver in rookie Malik Neighbors, who had 8
Yeah.
touches for 78 yards, 2
Damn.
touchdowns, and the Giants' 21-15 surprise win over the Browns.
because it was a close
the next
game.
game, Saints, Eagles.
Ooh,
So-
I had the Saints.
I had the Eagles in that one, and
Damn.
actually I was afraid that I was going to be wrong.
It was looking like it the whole way.
The
here we
play
go. The
calling
Saints
was
had plenty of
terrible.
opportunities to take advantage of Philadelphia mistakes.
Yeah, I had the Saints on that one, man.
We
But
kept
Jalen
running it,
Hurts
and
in
it
the
wasn't
offense
working.
might have at least in the short term saved Nick Sirianni's job, winning 15-12 on the road.
Woo.
I don't think he's gonna last long.
He
If
made
don't
some
think they
terrible
like
calls in
Sirianni
that
for
They
game.
real.
seem
Yeah.
like they don't like him, and they say
They were,
his,
like,
his
messing
clock
with him.
management was
He went
terrible.
for it on 4th down so many times, and I don't think they got it one time.
I think you're right.
And then when
But
they finally went to
but
kick
the
it,
Saints had so many
the freaking
opportunities.
they blocked the
They-
kick. It was hilarious.
I don't think they fucking with him.
And what
You
they were
effing
saying
with
with the
him?
Saints, though, they were saying
I mean, effing with him.
they were saying when they can't get the running game started, then
Yeah.
that's why Derek Carr's forced to actually execute plays and stuff because they're more predicated as far as like running. Okay, play action.
And then
set up
big
Chris
bomb.
Olave.
Right,
You
He
know,
was making plays though. They were just running it too much, and it wasn't working. You run, and then it's 3rd down. And then you guys did that 6 or 7 times in a row, and then now you're putting Derek Carr in a bad spot. It's 3rd and
That is
8. It's
true.
3rd and 11.
forcing him to
and
make
you're putting it on
plays
him to
and-
make a play, and
he-
he's not that
don't-
guy.
Yeah, don't do.
He's the
yeah,
guy
don't
that's
put too
he's
much,
a game manager. Don't let it
Don't
get out
put
of his
too much
hands.
pressure on him.
Yeah, let him
Yeah.
throw it on a 1st down. Then, if we know the run's not working,
Yeah.
let's
Don't get
switch
this
it
man
up.
scared.
could tell they at least Philly knew that they were going to be running it a little bit more. They were coached up for that as far as
Yeah,
Hey,
you got
how
to
many
change
points
up.
did you
You
say
gotta change on
Saquon
the fly.
had, Corey?
Say that
Did you-
again.
Did you give Saquon's points? Because he had the
Yeah.
17 attempts,
Yeah, Saquon was
147
17
yards, 2
carries for
touchdowns.
100. Yep, yeah, exactly right. 33,
But how many fantasy points?
33, almost
Dang.
34.
Mhm.
No, that's pretty damn
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
It's
couldn't
real
stop
good.
him.
Raiders and the Panthers. I took
Man,
the
I took the
Raiders in that
Raiders.
one. Dave Canales said his team needed a change, and the rest of the squad responded. Behind the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton
The
got the
Red
first win of the
Rocket.
season, beating the Raiders 36-22. That was a shock.
It was
That
a
was my
fluke.
one of my big shocks or surprises of the week. I don't think we did that
Big
segment.
shock. Yeah.
The
That was
Raiders
kind of
got big headed
something
from beating
happened.
Baltimore the week before.
Right. And they look right over past. They were like,
And
"Ooh,
could have
look at
easily
that."
lost that ball
Yep.
game.
Right.
Yeah.
They're like,
Dolphins, Seahawks. I took the Seahawks.
I took the Seahawks.
I took the Dolphins on that one, man.
I
They
remember,
were
I think
not
I took
ready.
the Seahawks.
Yeah, I think you did too, Corey. But
Without their main signal caller, Miami struggled against Geno Smith's Seattle team and dropped to
Man.
1-2 on the season.
DK.
Man,
Skylar Thompson's from Missouri, man. Like he just
hmm
he didn't show them.
Missouri.
he didn't show nothing.
shit.
Ravens, Cowboys.
Mm.
We said we would definitely highlight Dak and Lamar. I think both of them lived up to
Yeah.
what
I
they were
think they
supposed
played,
to.
exactly.
Neither
they
one
both
of them over dominated the other. Lamar didn't have to do as much when you got Derrick Henry rushing the
Man.
ball 25 times for
Now that's how you
151
run the
yards.
ball.
Yeah.
But he was rushing
he
You
was
too.
on
got to
fire.
feed him. You got to feed him.
After facing much criticism for not using running back Derrick Henry correctly, the Ravens' O coordinator put the ball in his
Figured it
hands
out.
25 times.
Thank
And the
you.
defense
That's
withstood
exactly
a
what
possible
we need.
comeback by QB Dak Prescott for a 28-25 win in Dallas. Now they've lost two in a row,
Mhm.
and then not
They
counting
needed
that playoff game that they got blown out.
Yep.
They're not
So
playing
they-
well at home.
Not playing on.
So two
All right, the
blowouts.
Lions took to the road to right their ship and beat the Cardinals 2013. David Montgomery had a nice day for the Lions, rushing for
Yeah.
105 yards and a touchdown. I took the Cardinals in that.
I took the Cardinals in that. I thought Murray and Marvin. I thought
Especially
Murray
at
and
home.
Marvin.
right.
Mhm.
Come on, Marvin.
Yep,
Marvin.
Marvin.
man.
He still did
Murray
pretty
and
good.
Marvin.
They did.
No, they
Niners
still-
and
yeah, they're gonna
Rams.
be-
I took the Niners in that. Didn't see
The
this
Niners.
game coming.
I didn't see it
Nope.
coming.
Despite Jawan Jennings having the day of his
Jawan?
career, Matt Stafford continued to make plays, and the Rams pulled out a late win over their NFC West rival 49ers 27-24.
Jawan Jennings or Jerry Rice? Damn.
I tell you what,
he was.
you give Kyle Shanahan a 10-point lead, he'll figure out how to blow it. I'm
Yeah,
convinced
no.
that as long as he's the coach, they're not going to win a title. I'm to that point now.
Well, they
It's,
can
Clock
take him over.
management ain't good at all.
it's the clock management, but the
And the
play calling is just,
calling
man,
In clutch moments, it's not good.
you get up, pause, and then you just forget what you were doing. Come
Or
on,
don't
man.
make
Just stick
adjustments.
to the script. And exactly. And the D coordinator was no better. Like I said, Matthew Stafford was checking
Man.
down to his second play
And they got rid of the brother.
over and over. Right. Steve Wilkes, he was doing the same
Yeah.
thing last year.
They got rid of Steve Wilkes.
You got rid
What
of
is
him, and then
bullshit?
I'm seeing the same kind of defense.
no,
This
nothing
brother
changing.
back.
You're seeing him. He's at the line. He's checking down, and they're just still in the same formation. Nobody's signaling, hey, let's move around. Let's change it up. And how many times are you going to keep rushing Bosa on that end? Have him stunt maybe a little bit.
Right.
And
Mhm.
stagger, not
one on one.
because he's running past every time. If you notice, he's running
point of
past
tackle.
where the point of contact is. Come on, man. If I can see this on the TV, surely you can see that from
I
up
can't
in
see
the
it
booth.
overhead. Right.
Yeah, you would think so. The Falcons, I took the Chiefs in that
I
one.
should have took the Chiefs.
The Atlanta Falcons played host to the defending champion
Falcons
Kansas
look
City
good,
Chiefs
though.
and
They
hung
kinda
around.
did.
Yes.
Man.
Yeah, they did and hung around and even had chances of winning that
Man,
game,
we
but it was
Yeah.
multiple
Patrick Mahomes and
Man.
company leaving
Mm.
Mercedes-Benz Field with a 27-17 victory.
Yeah,
That
one-
one, on that fourth down though, he should have just ran straight and he would have had the fourth down.
He'd
He's
have
like,
had it.
yeah. I don't know
Are
what.
you running to the left? But they're-
You talking about
Yeah.
Bijan? When they tried
Yeah,
to
yeah.
stretch it.
Mhm.
yeah, when they stretched it, yeah.
He just would have went uphill. They would have got it, but it's
It was
good
still
to
some
see that
other
we could
stuff.
contend with a high caliber team like KC. We were able to get some stops on that high powered offense. Just
Look good.
offensively we got a few things to work out. But I think our division, NFC South, they think as far as last year they said it was one of the weaker divisions. This year it's gonna be it's a real
We
strong
up
division
there.
besides Carolina.
It's not as weak as
it's
people
not as-
say.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we're beating the other teams outside
Yep.
our conference too. So Watch out for the NFC South.
You all gonna be battling each other. I'm
yeah,
telling
it's
you.
gonna be a real battle. Like all these games are crucial.
Yep.
Yeah.
And don't sleep
For
on
sure.
the Panthers trying to play spoiler. That's where you're gonna
Damn.
run into trouble.
You
You
definitely
can't
don't-
afford to
Yeah,
lose to them.
I'm gonna say you're gonna want to win those divisional games. So that's what's
Yeah,
gonna come down to.
that's
That's
what's gonna make it.
all
That's what it's gonna
yep.
come down to.
Who you
Yeah,
lose
exactly.
to. You lost
Speaking
to
of
Carolina?
divisional games, we got Falcons next week.
Oh, we play the Saints.
Yeah, you do.
Ooh, that's a big
Yep,
one.
we're ready to get into it.
Yes, sir.
I'm nervous.
All right, so week 4 games start off with the Thursday night ball game. You got Dallas at the Giants.
Mm.
I'm not convinced that the Giants can do it again. I'm gonna go with Dallas on the road.
I think notoriously Cowboys beat the Giants, so I'm just gonna stay with that. Even though I really don't believe in either one, I'm gonna go Cowboys.
Yeah, I definitely think they got the offense to do it. You saw CD; he's looking frustrated. If he's still crying, DeMarcus Lawrence and freaking Micah Parsons can't put no pressure on nobody. I think I'm gonna take the Giants this week.
Okay,
Really?
there
Yeah,
you go. I
Just-
don't,
just
I
to
don't
be
blame
different.
it. Yeah,
Like-
right. I don't.
I
don't blame it.
It is a 50-50. It's a pick 'em game.
I can
So-
see the Giants tearing them up. Pause.
yeah. At AT&T, I think I would
No
definitely
baby
take
oil.
Cowboys. But
No
be-
baby oil.
being that it's in New York, I think they freaking definitely could do
Yeah.
something. But
Mhm.
I need 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Both of them playing on a short week, so it'd definitely be different to see.
yeah,
All right, so then Sunday action, you got Denver at the Jets. I'm taking the Jets in that one.
Denver at the Jets.
Denver at the Jets. Ding,
Denver.
ding. Who you got,
Denver
D?
at the Jets. I got the Jets.
Dre.
I got the Jets too. No way Nathaniel Hackett loses to freaking his old
Denver.
team.
Man,
Oh,
the way,
man, the
what's his name
storylines.
talked
Ooh.
about
Oh
him too.
my gosh! If he
Who
like
you
he-
got, CC?
I'm a bitch slap you.
Yeah, Jets.
Cincinnati at Carolina. I'm a
See at Carolina.
begrudgingly take the Bengals.
Ooh,
I don't see the Panthers doing it back-to-back weeks
Begrudgingly.
I don't know.
because they're getting beat up right now too. That's one of the
Right.
reasons I said begrudgingly.
That's a coin
Oh,
toss
there's
for
another.
real,
Look
for
at
real.
that wide open touchdown, Jaden Daniels. I knew I should have stayed with my first thought last week. It's 27-13.
yeah, they
Dang.
going
Damn.
crazy.
I don't really know. I mean, I think there's,
Toss a
there's no
coin.
way they could. Yeah, there's no way. There is a way, but I'm gonna go Bengals because I don't think they're gonna go 0-4. But hey,
Man,
I'd at least get one win if they lose this one. I'm gonna go Bengals.
I thought they did win one. They
They won last week.
They're 0
Did they?
Oh, they won last week. No, they lost. Right?
no, they
They
lost
won.
to the Chiefs, right?
Yeah, Bengals ain't won.
Yeah,
No,
Bengals
they're
have won. They're
0-2.
0-2.
Yeah, they're about to
Who
be
they play week
0-3.
2?
If they lose this, Chiefs,
Chiefs.
and they lost to the week 1. They lost to.
Mm.
It was a team they were supposed to beat too.
It wasn't Pittsburgh. It was somewhere up.
Patriots.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
Patriots.
There you
yeah,
go.
They lost to the Patriots. Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
it was.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
they lost to
right.
the Patriots.
All right, so
Yeah.
D, who'd you take?
I took the Bengals because I think they're desperate for a win.
Dre.
Yeah, they definitely gonna whoop them. I ain't even gonna act like they can't beat them. But
CC.
That's
Andy
what I'm
Dalton,
saying. Y'all act like it's Bengals. Bengals.
All right, Jacksonville at Houston. I'm going with the Texans. D. Let's keep it
Texans bounce
moving.
back.
Yeah, but I think so. Dre.
yeah, Texans.
CC.
Yeah, Jaguars. They're just not it this year. I think they're going to turn out being one of the bottom
Honestly, they're
teams.
not.
They haven't been it for a
So,
while.
Yeah.
Doug Peterson won't have a job. I don't think he can make it the full season. But anyway, Rams at the Bears. I'm going to take the Rams after seeing them perform.
Rams at Bears. I'm gonna go Rams.
I'll take Bears on this one.
All right.
Okay,
CC.
light skin Caleb.
Rams. I think
Paint his,
Kyron Williams.
paint his
will-
fingernails a different
have a
color. He
day.
might get it this week.
Big Lotto.
Vikings at the
2-2.
Packers. I'm taking Packers in this one.
Vikings versus Packers. Packers.
Great.
I got Packers too.
CC.
At Lambeau,
I'm gonna
them
say
boys
Vikings.
played like they. Like
Okay.
listen,
Aaron
they
Jones
All
good.
is
right.
on a
So
roll.
you said they're going to be 4-0.
Niner.
Honestly,
The
this
Saints
is the matchup that we need.
At the
that,
Falcons.
Yeah. You already know I'm going.
D, I'm going with you all this week. I'm going to
better-
show a little faith in the Falcons.
Let's go
'cause
Falcons, baby. We got that
Sorry,
defense crazy
CC.
though. But
That's a pick 'em
that's gonna
too.
be that's gonna be
It's
that's gonna be a
definitely a
good
pick.
game.
Matthew
Rivalry
Judon.
Only
game.
reason I'm taking him because it's at home.
I
He's
think
putting that
our
pressure on
defense
Mahomes
is going to
last
eat you
night.
up.
Judon.
Damn, D. He said the defense will eat you all up.
I don't
Damn.
know about
Dre,
our
who
offense.
did you say?
If our offense get back on track, we'll be good. But I'm pretty sure our defense will eat you up.
Said that
Damn.
D gonna eat you up.
Dre, who'd you say?
No Diddy.
Pause.
I got Falcons.
All right, Philadelphia at Tampa. I'm gonna say in a close one. I'm gonna take Tampa. Philly. I'm sorry. I got Eagles right here.
Ooh, Philly at
So
Tampa.
they're back to back on the road south. Yep.
If that D line can't get linear and freaking and figure it out, and Saquon just runs the ball on us the whole time, then it's gonna be a long day at the office for Tampa Bay, man.
D, who you got?
I'm gonna go Eagles,
I got
Dre, I
Tampa.
already know who you got.
Yep.
The Bucks.
but I can
CC,
think,
who
I
you
think
got?
Tampa could win.
Hmm.
They ain't got no
I think the
receivers. Come on,
Bucks.
Ooh,
CC.
they
Yeah,
sure
yeah,
ain't
the
got no
Bucks.
receivers. Damn,
I don't think Sirianni's just not a good coach, dude.
He's
really
not
not.
a good
Terrible
coach. He'll
call.
figure out a way. They'll probably have
Terrible
a 30
call.
point lead. He'll do
Wait,
a
should've
Shanahan
it's
and
in
lose it.
Tampa.
That's in Tampa. Pittsburgh at Indianapolis. Is this the first week the Steelers go down? I'm gonna take the Colts at home. D, who you
Steelers
got?
versus Indianapolis.
Yep.
I'll go Colts.
Dre.
No, I gotta go Steelers, man. That team's looking too good.
They do look pretty
Yeah,
good.
they're gonna be a force to reckon with.
I think
CC, who you got?
I think the Colts. Hopefully, they can start using Anthony Richardson right. They need to start running him more.
Hey, Rich.
But yeah,
Commanders at the Cardinals.
Ooh, that's a good game.
I put Cardinals down, but I think I'm at the
Damn.
switch side.
On me.
I think I'm going Jaden Daniels. I think they ready to start heating up. I'm taking the Commanders.
I don't
Yeah,
want to be biased
They
on this
playing
one.
with some pride right now. Like they didn't have that last
Commanders
year
versus
before.
Cardinals at Cardinals.
Mm-hmm. Coming off of Monday night, traveling cross country to
I'm gonna go Cardinals. I'm
AZ.
gonna keep Cardinals, but I think Commanders. I like this matchup right here. It's good. It's good for TV. This is what we need. Black quarterbacks.
Yeah, two powerhouses. But now I'm gonna go Commanders too. I think if they can get in the Bengals, there's no reason that they can't get with the Cardinals. So
Exactly. CC, who you got?
I think the Cardinals. I think the big reason I think they will win is just because Kyler Murray's elusiveness. I don't think they'll be able to get to him. They
Contain
don't
him.
have anybody. I don't think they can match him.
New England at San Fran. I'm gonna have to take the Niners at home. D, who you got?
Niners.
Dre.
And it's probably the Niners.
I got Niners as well.
CC.
Hopefully, what's going on with Brock Purdy? He's questionable.
They didn't end up
Yeah,
beat.
and he's back. You didn't- we were
Yeah.
just
Oh wait,
talking about
wait,
that.
hold up. Yeah, hold
So-
on. Is Brock gonna be healthy?
He'll be all right.
If he's playing and he's healthy,
Damn, I
then
can't
I'll go
relax.
with them. But
Damn.
Nah, they
Oh,
said that
see.
he said the tests were
Subject to
negative, so
change.
he'll be in there.
Bacchiotomy.
subject to
He'll
change.
be.
I go Niners.
Cleveland against the
Yeah.
Raiders. I'm gonna take the Raiders at home.
Cleveland versus the Raiders.
Highly
Mhm.
questionable.
Ugh.
Bounce back game.
Bounce back game, but you're at home.
Yeah, Antonio Pierce. He was talking. He said, we got to make some business decisions or something. I don't know what he was referencing, but
Yeah,
somebody,
I don't know. You
He's
should
about
have
to
made
be
those
2 weeks in.
decisions before yesterday, before you let the Panthers get you.
Yeah,
CC, who you got?
Who did y'all pick?
Ain't wasn't nobody.
you
I took
said-
the Raiders.
I'll probably go Raiders.
Because I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was just a. fluke
Cleveland
last
didn't look
week.
bad, but I don't know
I
how
mean,
they.
I think.
they-
I'm pretty sure it was a fluke last week. Yeah, I'll go with the Raiders.
Kansas City at the Chargers. I got to change this to Kansas City because I don't think Herbert will be playing. I had Chargers when I originally did this, but I'm going to have to take
Kansas
Chiefs.
City.
Huh?
I'm gonna go Kansas City as well.
Dre?
I just don't see. I don't see them losing yet.
I'll go
Too
KC
much-
as well.
Did the Chargers
too
just
much
win?
CC?
Did the Chargers
No,
win
they just lost
this
to the-
week?
No,
They
they
just
just
lost
got
to-
beat.
Lost
by
to
Yeah.
Pittsburgh.
to- and Herbert's got that high ankle sprain. He's going to be
Yeah.
out. I don't
I
even
think
know who
that-
their backup
I'm just
is.
going for the Chargers. I want the Chiefs
Taylor
to lose.
Heineke. Which I like Heineke though, but
Chiefs
I
should
ain't-
be-
I can't go.
The
0-4.
Chiefs should have lost last night, but they should have
Should've
actually
lost all
lost against
three.
the. Yep, they should have.
They
Seriously.
just find a way to
that was a-
win,
that
man.
was
They
a
just
I'm
find
going
a way to
Chargers.
win.
That was a PI on Pitts though, man. They ain't
They just
called
find a
that.
way to win.
Yeah, they were supposed to call
Okay.
that.
Been pivotal.
Like I said, if that was in Arrowhead, they'd have got that call.
That
Right.
was-
The Chiefs would have.
They sure had. Sure would have.
Sunday night game, you got Buffalo at Baltimore. I'm taking the Bills in this one.
I like
Ooh,
that.
Buffalo
I think
versus
both quarterbacks are going to have a high
Baltimore.
rushing game. You could probably see
Buffalo
one rushing touchdown from each QB,
versus
but I think Josh Allen will get this one for sure.
Buffalo.
D.
I'm going Baltimore.
See, you got the Ravens.
For some reason, I think Josh Allen's about to burn out. I think he's about to hit one of his down slopes on the roller coaster.
And then we got 2 Monday night games again. You got Tennessee at Miami, but I'm going to take the Titans. I think Will Levis can beat Skylar Thompson.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Playing again for sure. Or is it going to be Huntley?
I mean, unless he's hurt. Tua's on the injured reserve, so
I know, but they
he
picked
won't
up
be
Huntley.
back.
And I think he's clearly a better quarterback.
I think that dog ain't
Either
hunting.
way, Levis can beat either one of them, in my opinion. If nothing else, go toe to toe with him.
Huntley definitely, the little that we did see of him, it wasn't bad when he was
He
in,
ain't bad at all.
No, he
bro.
did well with the Ravens.
Yeah.
He played that playoff game, but they almost
it
beat
kinda
Dallas,
fits
didn't he?
Miami.
Or no, who's that they almost beat? Was it Cincinnati?
God.
That was the year they
Yeah.
almost beat Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And
when
he was playing.
injured. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yep.
Lamar.
I'm
Who
still
you got?
I'm still rolling with Tennessee for some reason.
Tennessee.
D, who'd you say?
D Hop.
I'm going them Titans.
And Dre?
I'm gonna go Titans as well.
And CC, you're going with
Y'all
Miami?
are crazy. Yeah, Miami.
Bro,
All right.
Miami looked like
And
garbage.
then the
last
final
night.
game,
Or
Monday
yesterday.
night game, is Seattle at Detroit.
Oh,
I'm gonna take Lions. I had
I'm gonna take
Seattle,
Detroit,
but I'm gonna
yeah.
have to take
I'm
Detroit.
gonna take
in a close.
Detroit.
I got Detroit as well.
Lions. Who you
Yeah.
got, CC?
Yeah, Detroit.
All right, that wraps that up. And now it's time for our busts and busters of the week. D, who you got? Who's your best?
I go best. I'm gonna go Saquon Barkley.
Good choice, Dre.
My best of the week goes out to Andy Dalton and Dave Canales. I commend them for finally making the change and doing the right thing.
Red rifle.
Hopefully Tepper can just keep some common sense and just calm down and just let it go.
Let them play. CC, who's your best?
My best is going to be Aaron Jones. He just came alive this week. And
Nice to
from the
see.
start, when he walked
Yeah.
into the building to when he left, that
Mhm.
dude was on fire.
that
So-
big sombrero was
I
still
mean,
funny.
he knew he was going to do it, and he came in and did it.
He
Hats
came
off
in
to
and
Aaron
clowned.
Jones.
My
Yeah.
best is Juwan Jennings stepped up huge for the Niners in a loss. Who's your bust, D? Who's your bust?
Bust. I'm gonna say. I'll probably have to say the performance of the Texans for real. I'm gonna say that was a bust. I thought that was gonna be a little bit better for game.
Mm-hmm. That was disappointing. Drake, who's your bust?
My bust of the week, it'd probably have to go out to the Raiders.
The Raiders. CC.
That right. That's
That's your the bust of the week is Tampa. Losing to Denver. I don't know what the heck. He thought we was going to let that skate, but that's the bust of the week. He said it real quiet, got on to the next guy, but no, that's what it is.
You talking like the Saints ain't losing a ball? The hell?
Y'all got to stop. I ain't
You
gonna
talking
lie.
about?
that's hella funny.
Yeah, we did get blown out. But damn.
He said, yeah, we did.
Say, I ain't gonna let you slide.
He said, I
homie."
just can't let that slide. My bust is going to be the D coordinator for the Niners for not adjusting. Like I said, Matthew Stafford kept checking down to the second play, and they just kept running the same thing, and he killed them. So, anyway, busters of the week. D, buster or busters of the week?
Is this something that can be solidified? Because right now, I think the Busters are the Cincinnati Bengals. But I know this game
No,
ain't
you can
over
use
yet.
that. It's still week 3.
I'm gonna say just right now for just being 0-2 and just trailing right now. I'm gonna say the Busters is Cincinnati.
That's a good one. That's off
Jamar
the,
Chase
off
should
the
have got
board.
your ass in training camp. Y'all would be a little bit more in niche.
Yeah, ain't
Something.
no camaraderie right now. Everybody's just there to have a job right now.
Mhm.
I just gotta get through the day.
Dre
I'm fucking
Buster
employed.
or
Just trying to do my eight.
busters.
I'm here. My busters, it had to go out to the Dallas defense. As Stephen A would say, the Alice
gonna say
Cowboys,
that.
because they ain't got no D right now, man.
That is funny. That's funny. CC who? Who'd you say?
Oh man, I was gonna say the same thing, the Dallas Cowboys defense, but I'm gonna go ahead and man, that's a tough one. The Raiders. What y'all were looking so good. You had something good going with beating Baltimore, and then you come in, then you're right back where you started. You let the worst team in the league come in and make you guys look mediocre. And on top of that, they had a new quarterback. So there's really no reason for it. So hopefully you guys can get back on it next week. I think it was a fluke. You guys just got busted.
Excuse me. And he did know, because I remember in that early week press conference, they told him that Bryce Young was going to sit, and he was like, "Oh, back to the drawing board."
Yeah.
But obviously, he never made it to the drawing board because they didn't have a game plan for Andy Dalton. My buster of the week is Kyle Shanahan and his D coordinator. I got to throw the Cowboys in the mix too. They got boat raced at home again. You can't just keep losing at home. I don't care who you are. So that's it. That is a wrap for the wrap-up show. We thank you all for listening to us.
Yeah.
You heard us.
Y'all better,
We're out.
y'all better tell us somebody.
That
Tell
time will be
somebody.
next week.
ESPN.
Deuces.